we can say that EU has enough stable economy and therefore is responsible of the countries which economy is not so stable. It's human thing to help other countries, and we should not expect anything in return, even though today is commonly thought that we should help only to countries from which with development we have some benefit. Majority of people here thought money should be sent to non-government or non-profit organizations. Those organizations are already doing everything they can, and EU should support them so they can keep doing with the good work. By that way, giving money to the government is avoided, and that is important because of corruption, which keeps developing countries from developing properly. And of course, we could not avoid natural disasters. Our conclusion is, natural disasters should definitely have priority, because it's human life at stake, and it's not anybody's interest. We concluded that by helping other countries, EU helps itself. Improving education will help non-EU countries to learn how to use the money they receive more properly, and other improvements will soon follow. Soon enough, EU will have new trade partners and educated workers. In the end, we held a little voting, and the question was, should European Union increase the money it's giving, decrease it, or keep it as it is, which is about 0.4% of EU money. The results are that majority voted for keeping the amount of money given the same.
I would like to ask, if this is 2015, the year for development, shouldn't we try to focus on Europe, developing the countries here, instead of going out and helping other countries? I see that it's a good thing to do, but shouldn't we also look in and see, can we develop within the borders of EU?
That's a good point, but if you compare the level of development of EU countries and non-EU countries, there is a great difference. And of course, EU is helping its countries also, but it's happening in another way, because differences between EU countries are not so big as when you take the non-EU countries are really differently developed from the EU countries. So there are also projects that help EU countries, but this one is basically focused on non-EU countries.
My colleague said about the American dream. The Americans, have the dream of work hard to achieve your goal, and I think Europe should have a dream, but not with that goal. The goal is to be all together, like to be European, to accept the immigrants not as a country, but as a EU. I mean, when you welcome immigrants, it doesn't mean that, for example, Italy is accepting the immigrants. It's the EU. And how can it be done? Well, there is the resettlement program of refugees. And I think that it should be taken into consideration, because when some countries are overcrowded and they haven't enough funds to help these people live in a humane way, they're living actually as they were living in their country. So it's better that powerful countries or countries who have less immigrants to welcome these immigrants.
Making immigration easier is linked to terrorism. Opening your borders to immigrants is also opening your borders to danger. How to control the flow and the danger in immigration?
I believe if the EU and all the EU countries take the right measures, I think that is the only thing that it will be able to be done. And even, of course, the people should be more aware. But on the other hand, if we just close because the borders or be like restricted, like this number only I will accept in my country and the other ones I don't care, then you would think that maybe from those 500 and one is a terrorist, I will have to leave 500 to die, maybe in the sea because of one terrorist or one drug trafficker. I mean, yes, it's unfair, but I think if it's more strict, this terrorism will be lessened. And I think we should try to lessen the thing of terrorism, linking terrorism with immigration, because unfortunately many people who are Muslims or coming from Muslim countries, they are going quite through a rough time.